Attention NBA fans, the drama continues in San Francisco. Before we dive into the behind the scenes of this story that promises to shake up the team's future, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Let's go together. Brandon Podziemski, a name few expected to be so impactful in the NBA when he was drafted 19th overall. Today, he's at the center of a storm of rumors, coveted by other teams, and yet an untouchable prospect. And yes, Joe Lacob made it clear. Podziemski is not for sale, but that hasn't stopped the offers. The Utah Jazz went bold, offering none other than Lauri Markkanen, a proven all-star, in exchange for the young player. The response? A firm no. The Warriors believe that Podziemski is not just a good player, he's the future. Last offseason was one of the most challenging in recent years. After 13 seasons, the Warriors bid farewell to Klay Thompson, a franchise legend. Tough decisions had to be made. Keep the young core, like Podziemski and Kuminga, or pursue high-profile reinforcements, such as Paul George. The choice was clear. The future took precedence, and Podziemski has been proving that he can justify this bet. In his rookie season, the young player has already earned a spot in the rotation, and the trust of big names like Stephen Curry, who sees in him not just a teammate, but a potential successor. Being alongside Curry is something special, said Podziemski. He was by the veteran side even during the Olympic Games, where Curry delivered historic performances to win the gold medal. This connection between them could be the key to a glorious future for the Warriors. Balancing renewal and competitiveness is a challenge that few franchises manage to pull off successfully. After years of dominance, the Warriors face the harsh reality of an NBA where every season brings new title contenders. Mike Dunleavy Jr., the new general manager, is at the center of these decisions. Not only did he take on the tough task of replacing Bob Myers, but he was also thrust into a situation where mistakes can be costly. "We know the future depends on these choices," said Dunleavy. "We might not see results immediately, but we are planting the seeds." These seeds include Podziemski, Kuminga, and Moses Moody, a trio of young players who bear the pressure of representing the next generation of franchise success. At the same time, veterans Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Kevon Looney remain the anchors of leadership and consistency. When Podziemski was selected 19th overall in the draft, many questioned whether he could make an impact on a team with such high expectations. However, his transition from the NCAA to the NBA has been impressive. He not only found a place in the rotation, but also showcased versatility and maturity beyond his years. One of Podziemski's strengths is his ability to read the game. He has a natural instinct for anticipating plays and positioning himself correctly, both defensively and offensively. Steve Kerr frequently highlights this ability as a key differentiator. "Few players have that intuition. He's special," Kerr commented. In the 2024-25 season, Podziemski has already delivered memorable performances. Against the Los Angeles Lakers, he scored 18 points and grabbed 7 rebounds, helping the Warriors secure a thrilling win. His adaptability to different roles on the court has caught the attention of fans and analysts alike. Another standout moment was a game against the Phoenix Suns. Brandon was instrumental, contributing 25 points and 8 assists. But the cherry on top came in the final seconds. Curry hit a half-court shot in overtime to seal the victory. "These are the Warriors we know," said Draymond Green after the game. "We never give up even when everything seems against us." However, not everything is smooth sailing. Games against more experienced teams, such as the Denver Nuggets and Dallas Mavericks, have exposed the limitations of a roster in transition. Luka Doncic, for example, dominated a recent matchup, highlighting the Warriors' need for more defensive consistency. Stephen Curry is the heart and soul of the Golden State Warriors, but time doesn't stop. At 36 years old, he's still playing at an MVP level, but knows his window of opportunity is closing. Curry has been more vocal about his desire to win another title before retiring. "I want to go out on top," he said in an interview, "and I'll do everything I can to help this team get there." This winning mentality inspires the younger players, especially Podziemski. The rookie often mentions how Curry is a positive influence on his career. "He reminds me every day that nothing is guaranteed, and that's why we work so hard," said Brandon. With Klay Thompson's departure, the team lost more than a player. They lost a legend. Thompson, now with the Knicks, left a void that's hard to fill. Podziemski, though possessing different skills, is often seen as a crucial piece in the roster's renewal. "I'm not trying to be Klay," commented Brandon. He's one of a kind. I just want to be the best Podziemski I can be. Even so, the emotional impact of Clay's departure is felt by everyone, from the fans to the players. His absence symbolizes the end of an era, but also creates space for new narratives. The Warriors' fan base remains one of the most passionate in the NBA. At home games, the Chase Center roars with every Curry bucket or defensive play by Podziemski. But the pressure is inevitable. Many expect immediate results, while others recognize that rebuilding takes time. "We're with them through the highs and lows," said a loyal fan, "but we want to see progress." This connection with the fans will be crucial to keeping the team motivated as they face tough opponents and manage the expectations of such a brilliant legacy. The Warriors are at a crossroads. On one hand, the opportunity to win another title led by Curry and Green. On the other, the challenge of building a new dynasty with Podziemski, Kuminga, and other young talents. The coming weeks will be decisive. Games against the Lakers, Nuggets, and Celtics will test the team's strength and cohesion. Additionally, the trade deadline could bring unexpected changes depending on how the team positions itself in the standings. What's next, fans? The Golden State Warriors are in a period of transition, but one thing is certain. With promising young players like Brandon Podziemski and the leadership of Stephen Curry, the future could still hold great moments for this legendary franchise. Will the combination of experience and youth be enough to bring another title? Or will the challenges of rebuilding weigh heavier? Now we want to hear from you. What are your expectations for the Warriors this season? Share your thoughts in the comments because the conversation doesn't end here. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. This way you help us continue bringing you the best NBA analysis and stories. And turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any details of this incredible Warriors journey. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Hello, loyal Warriors fans. Today we have breaking news that is sure to tug at our hearts. Before we start, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates about our beloved team. Ready? Let's go. In a move that few expected, Kevon Looney, the center who has been synonymous with resilience and dedication on the Warriors' court for years, may be on the verge of ending his long journey with the team. Yes, the franchise that he helped bring to the top with 3 NBA titles might soon be in his past, and his next destination could be the Los Angeles Clippers. This potential transfer has caught many by surprise and has sparked a wave of speculation. What does this mean for the Warriors, and how would the Clippers, led by stars like Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, benefit from this addition? Looney's journey is nothing short of inspiring. From a promising young player at UCLA to a vital member of the Warriors' championship teams, he never sought the spotlight, but always made a difference quietly. Known for his exceptional rebounding skills and tenacious defense, he's the kind of player who often goes unnoticed but proves to be decisive in key moments. It's no secret that Looney was one of the silent pillars of the Warriors' successful era. His ability to adapt to the team's needs and read the game intelligently made him an indispensable asset. In a team where stars like Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green shone under the bright lights, Looney stood as the quiet force, ensuring that every contested rebound and successful defensive play paved the way for victories. But it hasn't all been easy. Looney has faced constant physical challenges, from hip surgeries to neuropathy that affected his hamstrings. Even so, he maintained an impressive streak of 290 consecutive games until March 2024. This ability to overcome adversity is what makes him not only a great player but also a true example of resilience. However, these challenges might have also played a role in his decision to consider new horizons. The prospect of moving to the Clippers presents a unique opportunity for Looney. In Los Angeles, he could have more visibility and possibly a more significant role in the rotation, something he may feel he deserves after years of being the unsung hero in Golden State. The Clippers, on the other hand, are looking for pieces that can complement their roster and enhance their chances of securing a title. Bringing in Looney would provide them not only with a player experienced in finals and championships, but also with an athlete who understands what it takes to keep a team competitive at the highest level. If the Clippers managed to sign Looney, they would be acquiring one of the league's most resilient players. His ability to secure second-chance points and his solid defense are precisely what the team needs to boost their championship chances and compete head-to-head with the West's powerhouses. Additionally, Looney's work ethic and professional approach would be a valuable addition to any team looking for a player who puts the team's needs above his own. It's intriguing to think about the impact this move would have on both the Warriors and the Clippers. For Golden State, Looney's departure would mean losing one of the foundational pieces that supported their successful campaigns. For the Clippers, it would be the chance to add a player who could be the missing link to contend with the best. One notable point is Looney's incredible durability. Despite all his past injuries and the pain he has endured over the years, he has maintained remarkable consistency. This durability, paired with his ability to play under pressure and contribute reliably, is one of the key characteristics that make him such a respected player. In the modern NBA era, where rotations can change quickly and player health is always a concern, having someone like Looney who stays present and productive is a true asset. For Warriors fans, this potential departure marks the end of an era. Looney has always been the team's silent anchor, playing roles that often don't show up on the stat sheet but were crucial for the team's successes. His exit would mean rethinking the team's rotation and searching for new additions to fill the gap left by his absence. But what if Looney really leaves? What are the options for Golden State? Will they invest in a young talent to fill this role or look for a big name in the trade market? One thing is certain, losing a player with Looney's experience and qualities won't go unnoticed and will require careful planning by the coaching staff. Meanwhile, the possibility of Looney putting on a Clippers jersey adds a new dynamic to the Western Conference. For Los Angeles fans, the hope is that he could bring more defensive consistency and presence in the paint, complementing the offensive skills of Leonard and George. So fans, what do you think? Will the Warriors convince Looney to stay, or will he leave in search of a new challenge and more recognition? What impact would this change have on both teams and Looney's career? Leave your opinion in the comments. We want to hear from you. Your input is essential to the Warriors and basketball fan community. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to stay up to date on everything Dub Nation. See you next time. Hey basketball fans, today we have an in-depth analysis of the recent news that's stirring up the Golden State Warriors universe. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. These quick actions from you make a big difference so we can keep bringing high-quality content and updates about the team and the NBA. We're just at the start of a new season, and that means plenty of twists, surprises, and, of course, changes. One thing is for sure, all teams face moments when they have to deal with player injuries and strategic adjustments. These challenges often determine who makes it to the playoffs and who gets left behind. For the Golden State Warriors, although they had a strong start, it's clear they lack a dominant big man who can strengthen their fight for rebounds and rim protection. Recently, a rumor has surfaced that's been making waves. The Warriors are exploring a trade to acquire Myles Turner, one of the most versatile and underrated centers in the NBA. The proposed trade circulating behind the scenes would have the Warriors receiving Turner, while the Indiana Pacers would get Jonathan Kuminga, Trayce Jackson-Davis, and a 2027 first-round draft pick. Let's break down why Myles Turner could be the missing piece in the Warriors' puzzle. With averages of 17 points, 7 rebounds, and an impressive 2 blocks per game last season, Turner is a defensive powerhouse and an offensive threat that few centers can match. His shot-blocking ability makes him a feared rim protector, which is essential for any team competing at a high level in the West, where powerful front courts are common. But Turner isn't just a defender. What truly sets him apart is his ability to stretch the floor with his three-point shooting. With a 36% three-point shooting average last season, Turner brings a rare element for the center position: the ability to pull opposing defenders out of the paint and create space for players like Stephen Curry to thrive with their perimeter game. This means more room for quick cuts, drives, and of course the deadly three-pointers that are the Warriors' trademark. Now let's talk about the impact this trade would have on the Pacers. Jonathan Kuminga is a young player with immense potential. While he hasn't solidified himself as a star yet, his flashes of skill and energy on the court are notable. Trayce Jackson-Davis is another young talent, and the addition of a 2027 first-round pick would only make this proposal more appealing for Indiana, who is in the process of rebuilding and focusing their roster around young players like Tyrese Halliburton and Benedict Mathurin. Back to the Warriors. Adding Turner would be transformative. He would bring a presence that balances the team, bolsters their defense, and increases offensive options. This would allow Draymond Green, known for his defensive versatility, to focus more on perimeter defense, which is crucial against teams with dynamic guards and forwards. Additionally, Turner would help balance out the rebounding struggle the Warriors have faced in recent seasons. The truth is, the Warriors have always been known for their ability to adapt and innovate. When they revolutionized the game with their small ball strategy, many critics said that post play was dead. But as with everything in sports, strategies evolve and new needs emerge. Today, the lack of a game-changing center is a reality for the San Francisco team. Speaking of strategies and changes, Draymond Green recently revealed an interesting fact about last season. In an interview, Green admitted that he intentionally created tension between Stephen Curry and Chris Paul, who had been traded to Golden State in 2023. According to Green, Curry and Paul were getting along too well, and he thought that wouldn't benefit the team. I noticed they were getting along really well, and I thought that wasn't going to work for what we wanted as a team. So, I started creating a rivalry between them, Draymond confessed. The rivalry between Green and Paul was well known, with the two facing off in several intense playoff series over the years. Seeing CP3 in a Warriors jersey was a shock to the NBA and its fans. However, Paul's partnership with the Warriors didn't last long. He played only one season and ended up signing with the San Antonio Spurs the following offseason. Although Green mentioned that the strategy to create tension helped Paul play at a high level, the team didn't achieve the desired results. The 2023-24 season ended with the Warriors in the 10th spot in the Western Conference, securing only a play-in tournament spot and failing to make it to the playoffs. And when talking about the Warriors and their impact on the league, we can't forget the controversy raised by Shaquille O'Neal. On his podcast, Shaq stated that Steph Curry and the Warriors are responsible for the decline in NBA ratings. According to O'Neal, the three-point-centric style of play popularized by the Warriors made basketball more monotonous and predictable. Everyone wants to play like Curry, but not everyone is Curry, Shaq criticized. For him, the lack of variety in playing styles has made the sport lose some of the excitement it had when physicality and post moves were more common. The NBA, of course, has tried to address this problem.